Hello everyone, happy Sunday. How are you today? I hope you're all well. I have been busy contemplating what to do with my topper, but I did it. And after I took my walk this morning, and I'll show you that in a minute. But today, I thought that I'd bring you along and show you another piece that I've made for my journal. Sorry, it's my chapstick. I'm just gonna put some on because, anyway, I followed Rachel from Roxy Creations weekly challenge, and I thought that this would be a perfect addition to my tab binding journal. If you're new here, I've been making a tab binding journal. I have several previous videos on creating this, so if you'd like to go back, you can. I created this yesterday, and I did decide to put the cardboard underneath from a Insta Ink box. So I just took the top off the Insta Ink box, and then I used that for underneath, but I did put some foam squares on it to, you know, lift it up. And I added these corners to kind of bring in the buttons. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. I did add the butterfly and some thread wings. Oh, and I did stitch around. And I kind of just, you know, scruffed up the edges a little bit. Just to, you know, make her a little bit more vintage. It's probably glaring because of the acetate, but I think you can get the idea. So that's how far I've gotten. But I made this to go inside the journal. I thought I'd show it to you and then show you how I did it. It won't take too long. I added the little butterfly girl because she's out of the Six Sisters kit, and I've showed how to make these, I'm pretty sure, on video a while ago, because I made several different, you know, journaling cards and things like that to go inside this journal. And that's what I'm using primarily, is the Six Sisters kit by Raindrop Lila. And this is part of her kit, but it's part of a different kit, okay? So you just untie this, and this is a little bit different take on what Rachel made, because my friend has arthritis, so I've made it a little bit different. So you just untie it like this, and I embellished it with her. I put a little, oh, it came out. Oh, I'll have to slide that back in. I guess I didn't glue it very well. I put the tag here over this, but I guess I didn't glue it very well. So I'll probably have to try and peel that back. But anyway, I'll do that later. So what I did was I glued that underneath, but evidently when I pulled it through, you can see the little bend. I should have glued over that first before I glued this down, but that's okay. So then you open it up. Now what Rachel did was she just put a pocket here. But then I saw Lori from Enchanted Dream 71, she put a little tab here, which I thought was a great idea. And then you open it up, and what I did was I added a Velcro to keep it closed, because I didn't make a pocket out of it. I kept it open like this, and I put a pocket in here. So I've got a pocket in here for some ephemera for her to decorate with. And then you just close it up. And then to make it even easier for her, I put this on Velcro so she could take it off and actually get in there good. So you could do this as well. You know, it would be easier for her to get in and out of her little envelope to get her ephemera. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep like some words and sayings and sentiments and things in there that she can, it'll be in a little cellophane, a little glassine bag, and she can just pull out the bag and get what she wants and then place it back in. And then she can close it back up, and then she can keep it right there, okay? And this will actually, this part will actually attach to the journal. And then when it does, well, it might not. Well, yes, it's going to attach to the journal. It is going to attach to the journal. So she'll be able to open it up. It'll attach to the journal like this. And you can attach it to the journal and actually have a tuck spot back here, or a tuck spot here, or a tuck spot here, or no tuck spot. You could just leave it like that. And then, well, I don't know how I'll figure this out, but I will. Because then how will she, yeah, I'll figure it out. Anyway, and then she'll be able to open it up, take this out, and do what she, you know, wants to do with it. It looks like it's crooked, but it's probably because I don't have it Velcroed in there right. So that's my different take on it. But I'll show you how Rachel made it. And then if you'd like to make it this way, certainly you know how to use a piece of Velcro. And this pocket, I just put a little gusset on it to be able to make it so that you could open it up. Okay? So let's make one. So I did a few other things last night too. I'll show you at the end. It was very simple. I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna, you know, I could do something like this. I could put something here and wrap it around here, which I think I'll do so that she can undo it here rather than, because like I said, I'm gonna be gluing it. I'll show you where I'm gonna glue it. I'm going to be gluing it here. So I could actually attach something to here. Yes, that will work. I could put a little button tab there or here, you know, but I'll figure that out. We don't have to figure that out today. All right, so that's how that's gonna go. It's gonna go on that page right there. And then she'll have her journaling pages. And then I'm still working on, you know, this next part here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. And let's make one, if you'd like. And I have another pocket too that's very simple, because this is very simple. I mean, she mass made a whole bunch of these. So all you do is take something that's double-sided, or not, it can be white, and decide which one, because you need to. So you need to know which one you're going to have for the inside and which one you're going to have for the outside, because you need an inside pocket and an outside pocket. So I'm going to have this be my inside pocket because I think this would be nice for writing space, right? So I'm not going to close that up. I'm going to leave that, you know, so that the person has, so that either she or whoever, you know, has the writing space. I'll probably put it in this journal. So now you need to make this smaller so it will fit inside. Actually, I think I had it this way. I did. I had this be, yeah, because I want to be able to have this be my inside pocket, which I will not glue down so the person has writing space. I'll just leave it in there free-flowing with maybe a paper clip or something like that. But it needs to be smaller so that it closes. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off. And I have to use my cutter because I don't trust my cutting. I mean, I have to use, yeah, I have to use this because you know me. I can't cut a straight line to save my life. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit more just to give it more space. Especially on the sides. I think it was a little bit long. So I'm just going to cut like about that much off. And see how that looks. So I hope you're all having a great Sunday. I was able to get out for my walk today and harvest more lavender. Yes, I did. So that was good. It's really going crazy out there. So you want to have some space here and here. And of course, you want to have enough space up here in case, you know, the person wants to open it if you do decide to glue this down. And then you could glue this so that you glue it like this, and the person has a tuck spot here, and when they open it up, they also have this here, okay? So I'm gonna actually cut a little bit of this off too, because it looks a little bit long to me. So I'm gonna cut a little bit of that off. So yeah, you can just cut it as big as you want, as small as you want. You can make little ones, big ones. This is just a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I did not cut it down at all. Okay, so this is an 8.5 by 11, and it will fit, well, maybe not. I might have to cut it down a little bit more. Just make sure it's going to fit in your journal. I am going to take a little bit of that off. And if I do that, I'll just take a little bit off here, like about 1/4 of an inch. Save my scrap. I'm actually going to use this as a little scrap box. So I'll probably decorate it too. Just because, you know, it's me. And that's the outside. I already cut the inside. So now let's see how it fits. Am I doing this right? No. This goes up. No. This is how I want it. Yes, so I'm making it this way because, like I said, it's just going to tuck in here. So I do need to make this just a little bit more shorter because this is actually going to be a little pocket. So I do need to cut this a little bit shorter to make sure it's going to fit inside my pocket. Should have prepared better. So now that's going to fit inside, and I'm still going to be able to glue both sides, but I'm going to cut a little bit more off because I don't want to, I want to make sure I have enough space to glue that pocket without it, you know, so that it slides in and out good. So I'm just going to glue this pocket up right now, like that, and then she still has plenty of space to write. Okay? Okay. So I always glue this way and then fold it up, because that way I know I'm not going over it. You know, I'm not going up too far. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to fold it up like this and press it down along my edges. And I didn't go real tight on this so that this slides in and out easily. I might still have to cut it down a little bit more, but maybe not. Nope. It's sliding in and out very nicely. Okay? So that's all I'm going to do for that. And then she thought, I can't see, sorry. I do have my glasses on. This little hole is very small for me. Sorry about that. So then what I thought I'd do is, I thought I would take my punch, which I thought I had here, but I don't. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Gosh, pay attention. Okay, we can get rid of this now. Don't need it anymore. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a little sip of my water. I can always feel it coming on. So sorry. My videos haven't been very good lately. So I thought what I would do, just because you can, and I have this punch. It's an old punch from Stampin' Up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along this edge and give it just a little bit of a decoration. And you can stitch this too, of course, but you want to do it before you do your gluing and, you know, things like that. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of a decorative edge. That's all. You don't need to do this part. I just have this punch, so I'm going to. And because Rachel did. She loves her punch. And hers is, I think it's the same one, actually. I'm channeling her now. Yesterday I channeled Carol Laws. She's fun. So I'm just going to punch a little bit up here too because I didn't get that corner very well. Here we go. Now it all matches. So see, it just makes it a little bit more decorative. That's all. I can't see in the camera because it's down pretty low. I hope it's not too low. I should actually bring you up a little bit higher. So hold on. There we go. Is that better? I can't see. I hope that's better. So let me just get rid of these little bits. And so now you have this cute, adorable envelope with another envelope here. So I'm just going to glue up my sides, but before I do that, I think I'll punch it. So let me just, goodness, I always hate doing this because I'm always afraid I'm not going to be in the middle. I'm in the middle. Oh dear. Okay, so now if you want, you can put a gusset on the side. Let me see if I have a strip wide enough to do that. I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half like this. That would be plenty big enough. I can actually make it smaller. So I will just get my scissors. And I'm just going to cut this so I can put a gusset on it just to, you know, it's easier to get things in and out if you do. You don't have to. Certainly don't have to, but I'm just going to cut this a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. That's all. Save that little scrap, throw that away. Put these back. Okay. My desk is a little messy today. I've been very busy. Put this away. Okay. So the way I'm going to make this gusset is I fold it like this. See, I don't fold it all the way in half. And then I fold it back. So now you have what looks like this. Okay? I've made these before. I'm sure you have too. And I'm going to fold it like this. Not all the way, just like half. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to fold it back. And that makes a little gusset. And then my pocket will open better. Where is it? Okay. I know this is very busy paper, but it's what I had and I didn't want to print anymore. But it's still, you know, it still looks good. I like it. So then you glue this side and you want your little mountain, you know, you have a little valley here. You want your mountain that way. So I'm just going to put this down. It might be a little bit long, but I can cut it. You put that down on the edge and just press where you glued, leaving that up. And I did glue it a little bit too long, but that's okay. I can cut it. And then we'll do the other side. Again, you want to make sure that it's going, you know, that way. See? Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. This way. Because it's pointing out. That's the valley here. You want your mountain facing you. I suppose it really doesn't matter. I don't know. I've just always done it this way. So then I lift that up because I want to be able to have a gusset there. There we go. And then make sure I just snip this because it came up too long. Excuse my reach. Last minute decisions. Okay, and then you're just gonna go along here. And let's move this in a little bit. And you're going to, glue along here. A little bit shaky today. Sorry about that. There. Okay. So then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to fold it up. Make sure my line meets over here. And I'm just going to press the gusset here. I'm not going to press down because I don't want to close it up. So I'm just actually pressing, I'm pressing this part here. I'm not pressing it down yet because I don't want to stick it down. And then same thing on this side. I don't even remember if I put glue on that side yet. I think I did. Yeah, I did. And I'm just going to take it, put my fingers in that little gusset, and press it down. And then once that dries, I can press it all the way down and make sure might have to just kind of manipulate it a little bit because I did add the gusset, which I wasn't planning on doing. So it might have to be refolded a little bit, which is okay. It'll still work. And I got my number in there. Yay. And you might have to trim this a little bit when you're done, because it might not be even Steven, or you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. There. So now you can get in and out of your pocket a little bit easier. See what I'm saying? And you don't have to, you know, but it depends on what you're going to put in there. But now you can fit a lot in there, right? Fit tons in there. And it matched up okay. My edges are matched. And I'm just using regular, you know, printing paper. HP. You don't have to use HP, I just do. 27 pound. But you could use regular copy paper. Doesn't matter. To use tea stain paper, you could use just plain white paper. Use whatever you want, whatever you have. You could use book page. Oh my gosh, Rachel used some book page. Came out awesome. So now what I'm going to do for this pocket is, I think I'll just snip my corners. And then this is going to slide in here like this, keeping it closed. And then this will go like this. And then I'll get a little brad. I'm just using these because I have them and they were accessible when I started the video. I'm like, oh, I need a brad, so I just pulled these out. So let me find one that matches or it gets at least close to what I'm doing. These are very old. They're Stampin' Up. I'd really rather a plain one, but I don't have a plain one handy. Oh, that's too, like, frilly. I just don't want it frilly. That's too pink. Thank you. This will be much easier. Push these aside. Sorry. Should have done this in the first place, right? So let's see, what do we want? We want something like this, I think. I don't see anything else in there that I like really better. There's a square one. I like the round one. So we'll go with that. I'll clean the others up in a minute. So I'm going to put it wherever you want. And this is just paper, so I think it will go right through. It did. So I'm just going to put that down. And then I'm going to spread this. And you could put a label or a tag or whatever, you know, whatever you want over this. Just don't push it down real tight because you want to be able to get your string or your twine around that. Or your ribbon. You could use ribbon. But I have my twine here, don't I? Yes. So I'm going to use twine because I like the look of that, you know, vintage look. And then I just wrap it around once and tie it. And I always wrap it so it's, you know, I tie it so it's going down that way. You know, whatever way I'm going to be pulling my thread around is where I tie it. Just me, you don't have to do it that way, but that's just the way I do it. And in all honesty, you don't really need to make a knot. It just bulks it up. All you have to do is tie it once. It's not going anywhere. You could even put a little bit of glue under there if you wanted to. So I don't want to bulk it up, so I'm just going to snip that. Just get my good scissors to do that with. So I'll snip this little end right about there. And then I'll just bring it around like so. Wrap it around. And snip it. And wrap it around. And there you have it. Done. How many could you make in those? I mean, it only took us 28 minutes and I did a lot of talking and I had to get up. But I wasn't real indecisive and I had to do some cutting. So there you go. Pretty, right? And you could decorate it, put a label on the back, but make sure you glue this part first. You know, if you're not going to glue it down, which for this, in this case, I'd probably put it in a pocket or let the person decide what they wanted to do. So you just untie it. You open it up. Person has plenty of writing space. You've got this envelope, and inside here, you've got a place for a ton of ephemera. And I'm just thinking now off the top of my head, you could put another pocket here, right? And put some journaling cards in there. Wouldn't that be great? If I did decide to do that, perhaps maybe I'd use some book page. I'm not going to do it now because I'm not even really thinking much about it. But you could do something like this. You know, add a piece of book page on the back and have yourself another pocket. Why not? Let's do it. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna be indecisive. Now I don't really want to lose a number, so I'm not going to. So I'm just going to maybe trim off a little bit of the white. Think? Yeah, let's do that. I'll trim off a little bit of the white. Now what I'm going to do for sure is I will glue this piece down. And this is doubled up because it's fragile. It's very old. It's like 1800s French book page. So I'll also, oops, it's actually triple. Let me take a piece out if I can. Yes, I can. Okay, save that for another time. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. See how thin it is? So if you use an old book page, I'm going to be cutting off a little bit of this, so I just want to do this. So now that's nice and sturdy. There we go. And you could put some washi tape up there to make it even sturdier. I don't want to lose my number. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. I won't lose my number. And now it's nice and sturdy, and I still have my number there. Okay? So yay, me. Look at me go, guys. Hey. I just pulled that off the top of my head without even thinking about it. That is a first. I'm not joking. It's a first. This is really off the top of my head. I didn't even think about a pocket on the back. I don't even know if Rachel put a pocket on the back. Should I cut a tab in there? Can you tell me? What should I do? Let's cut this white off first, and then we'll be able to tell. We'll be able to tell better, right? So we'll just cut a little bit of this white off. I won't cut the whole thing off, but you know, just a little bit, just to there. I think that looks good. And then of course, because it's me, I have to do this. I don't know why, I just do. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so now comes the decision. I'm gonna do it. Where is it? Just let me get it in the middle. I did it. Oh dear. I'm sorry for laughing. I'm sure you're laughing with me. I hope you're laughing with me. So now I'm just going to glue that down, because then I can get, you know, some things in there. Like, I don't know, anything. We'll figure that out in a minute. But oh my gosh, adorable. So cute. Oh my gosh, that's fabulous. Actually, this needs to be trimmed up just a little bit. This little gusset bit thing here I put here. Here we go. Okay, I just noticed that. Okay. Everything's good. So now I'm just going to put this down here. I think I'll put it down here so that they have plenty, you know, you have plenty of room in case something sticks out, right? Right. Glue. Wow, that was fast. So I'm going to glue along this edge. And I'm going to glue along this edge. Can even make a double pocket. That'd be good. You know? Like one down here and one up there. Or you could go this way with 3. Do whatever you want. So I'm going to go right down to the bottom there. Not all the way to the bottom because, you know, you want to be able to still, you know, have some room there. So now I have that, and I could take one of these little photos. I could take a couple of those photos. Oh, gotta wait till it dries. I'm hurrying, sorry. But anyway, you could take one of those or a couple of those and put those in there. Take something like this. Put a couple of those in there. Maybe that. Oh, how cute. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. And these are little journaling cards. I'm just pulling stuff off my desk. And then in here, again, ephemera, words, sentiments, anything really. And then to decorate it, even though I don't know if it really needs it, I think what I'll do is possibly use this on my back. These are adorable. These are by Ruby and Pearl, and they're called Alphabet. I shrunk mine down, so wallet size. But aren't they adorable? And they're Ruby and Pearl, and they're just alphabet letters. And they have these cute little, you know, children, and oh, they're so cute. They are so cute. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just grabbed a letter, but because I thought I could do that for the back. But like I said, I don't really want to do anything because what if the person wants to glue it down? So what I do is maybe just leave it like in here and let the person decide what they wanted to do. So that's it. That's all it takes. I hope I didn't hurry too fast through that. You could always, you know, rewind or fast forward. I have one more pocket to show you that's very quick, okay? What time is it? 37? We have enough time because it's so fast. So that's one. The second one is here is your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, or A4, A5, whatever you're going to use. You're going to fold it in half. A lot of you probably already know this. You're going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it in half, but you're not going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it so that you still have an edge here, okay? So you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it up so that you still have an edge here, okay? And then you're going to take this, and you're going to fold this right under here, okay? And then you're going to take something, you know, anything, book page or anything you want to slide in there, you know, to take away that white if you wanted to. You might not want to. Let me see what I have that I could put in there that would fit and cover up that white. Would that cover up the white? No, it's not wide enough. That's not wide enough. Hold on 1 second. This would be. That would be wide enough, and I think that might look good. Or do you think it's too much script? No, I don't think so. And it's kind of neat because I embossed this. But it's actually going to be a journaling card, so I better not use that. Yay! I found something wide enough. And it matches. So I'm going to just cover that white up with that rose. Okay? Yay! Right off my desk. See? Leave some stuff on your desk. So you have it. So I'm just going to cover that up. I'm going to hold it down so I know I'm on my edge. I'll just use this glue because it's handy and it's right here, and I don't have to really worry about it too much because I don't want to close that up. I just want to cover that white spot. And I didn't do a very good job lining it up, and you know how fast this dries. There we go. So now what you have is, now let me just, I'm going to trim this up just a little bit because see that white? That will bother me. It might not bother you, but it's going to bother me. And it's okay that I trim it up a little bit. And it's okay if you trim it up a little bit if that happens to you. So I'm just going to take a little skiff off. There. See? No more white. I could have inked it, but I didn't. So now, what you're going to do is, you're going to take it and you're going to glue this down so it doesn't, don't cut it, because you want to give this, you know, stability. So just, because you're going to have things going in and out of it. So just fold that down and glue it. Then you want to just glue this edge. I'm going to glue this down a little bit more now that I can, so that it's down there. It's got a little piece of edge tape on it. You're not going to see it, but that's okay. That was just an example I made the other night. So now you're going to take this, and I'm going to glue it this way because I don't want to go too far over. So I'm going to glue it here. And I'm going to lift it back up like that. So now I have a pocket here, okay? Then I'm going to close it back up. And I am going to glue this part, oops, here. Now let's see, and here. Okay, and just glue this a little bit more. Yes, no, 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 no. No, that's a tuck spot. That's a pocket. I don't want to glue that shut. I don't want to glue that shut closed. Okay, so I glued here and I glued here. Now I'm just going to glue along this edge because this is going to be a pocket. So I'm just going to take my glue. Maybe. Yes. Go down my edge to the bottom. And I am just going to press that closed. And now what I have is a pocket here. I have a pocket here. And somewhere here, I have another pocket. So I have a pocket here, right? I have a pocket here. And I have a pocket here. And then if you glue it on your page, you could also have a pocket here and another pocket back here. Okay? So this was inspired by Marnell at Mimi's Keepsake. I'm following her 100-day project as well. I think it was, or it might have been Rachel. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I should have written it down. I usually do. It might have been Rachel. It was Rachel because she couldn't figure out how to do it. It was Rachel at Roxy Creations. So you have a pocket here, and a pocket there. Isn't that awesome? It's so pretty too. Well, this one is. And then you could just decorate it up, you know? You could put anything on it. Anything. Lace or, you know, a flower or what have you. But I'm just showing you all the pockets. Look at that. I mean, you could really fill this up. Another one. This one could be a big journaling card. This one is too tiny for in there. I'd probably, you know what? I think I will. I think I'll decorate it with that. Let me see. I have other ones in here that I made. Let me just see here real quick. Where are they? I'm sorry for my reach. Let me just see if I have any different ones that would look better. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh. Okay. That's a dangle. Okay, that was easy enough. Sorry about that, but I just thought of it. Oh, how cute would that look? So I'm just going to glue that down. And there I have this cute little decoration that I can add to my journal. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit so that lace doesn't hang over. Oh my goodness. Great. Fab. I hope I didn't do too many things in one day. Can I show you one more thing? I want to show you what I did with my scraps last night. It'll only take a minute. If you want to, you can stay. And if you don't, that's okay. That's fine. Okay? But I just want to show you real quick what I did with my scraps. Remember I made, if you didn't watch it, you could go back. It's when I made my topper. Remember I had a whole bunch of scraps to put around here? Well, I didn't want to waste them, and I didn't want to put them in my scrap bucket because it's too full. So I took all of my scraps, and I am not lying, that's what I had left. So all I did was take some tea stain graph paper, and I threw them down. I didn't do anything. I just put them down. I don't know when I'll use it, or where, or when, but it will go in my file folder with the rest of my collage sheets. The other thing I did was with a few other scraps. I'm sorry, this was not the last scrap. There were a few more, and I'll show you real quick what I did with those. I make twisted tangles. I do have a video on them. They are inspired by Donna at Twisted Tangle Studios. I keep my twisted tangle pieces in here. So I did have a couple of more of those, not many, but what you do, it's so simple. I kept this one on purpose, but I did have, I know I had like one or two. I had a couple of these. So all you do, these are all my twisted tangles, for my twisted tangles. And I'll show you what a twisted tangle looks like real quick, okay? So all you do is, let me move this, because you might want to do this, okay? So as soon as you're done with your project, take your scraps and throw them down on a piece of tea stain paper. And then you've got 2 collage boards ready to go. I just lost that piece. Come back here. So all you do is you take your piece, this isn't it, but I'll use this. You fold it in half, like this. You take your glue stick. Oh, it's right here. That was another one from something. I'm not sure what. Oh, it fell out of here. I hadn't gone through the, I hadn't put it through the embossing machine yet. So you just glue it down like that. So any of these things you have left, just fold it down, take your glue stick, do this, right? And I love these. These I love. These go in every one of my journals. So then what you do is you take your embossing folder, if you have one, and you can use a rolling pin or your machine and run it through so that they're all embossed. So all these pieces of my scraps are already embossed and ready to make a twisted tangle. So what I'll show you is a twisted tangle. So I'll just pull out a few pieces and show you how quick it is. So let me see here. Let me get things that match. Okay, those all match good. I'll just put that in there for now. I'm going to take this, then I'll take this, and perhaps that. Okay, and then I'm just going to snip this piece here. You can add a piece of lace or whatever you want. I'm not going to. I'm going to take my crocodile. See how easy these are? And if you already have them made and you have a journal, you just pull out a few. You put in a small hole here. Okay. Then you just take a ball pin or a safety pin or whatever you have. You could put a charm on it. Like I said, you could add lace to it, button, anything you want. But I'm not going to right now because I'm showing you real quick how to make a twisted tangle. And you can put as many pieces of these together as you want. Oops, lost one. It's all right. I'll put it back on. I guess I didn't get the hole. It's all right. So then you just put it through your holes. Oops. I'm really shaky today. Put it through your holes like this. And like they're all embossed, so they really look pretty. And you pin it like that, and you have a twisted tangle. And you just pin it to your page or your journal or whatever. You add lace to it and a button, and it even looks even prettier. Okay, so that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. That's what I do with my scraps. I don't keep them. I do have a can of scraps. I won't lie. I'll show it to you. I still have to go through them. But this is all I have for scraps. I promise. I get rid of them all. Well, except for anything that's 3.5 by 5. So if it's like an index card size, I've kept it. Those are in an envelope. These scraps are in here. Okay, and I admit it's a lot and I have to go through them, but sometimes I go through them because I need like just this for something. Say this would be perfect for the back of that. See? So I do have a can of scraps, but this is all I have because I don't want any more of a huge box of scraps. So I do it pretty much right away. I keep my twisted tangles already made in here. This is my favorite one that I use, so I keep this one in here with them. But I even use my baking paper. I fold it in half, I glue it, I put it through my embossing machine. And that's where all my twisted tangles go. So I just pull them out when I need them because they're already embossed. I make my collage sheets, I put those in my envelope. And then the rest, like I said, go in here, which isn't really big. And then I don't have a whole bunch of scraps making me crazy because, you know me, I'm indecisive. And if I have too much going on, then it distracts me. So yeah, see, I just pull that out and boom, there you go. And here's a twisted tangle I could add to the side of this if I wanted to, or to here, or to here, or to here, or in here, you know, anywhere. So that's it. I know I did a lot today, kind of squirreled a little bit, but I wanted to get in a few things because those are some of the things I'm going to be putting into my journal. What did I do with that pocket? Oh, well, I don't know. I got it out of the way. Oh, here it is. So, we did a twisted tangle real quick. I showed you how to make this. I showed you what this looked like and how I did this one. Whoops. You know, with the Velcro. And you just lift this up and lift this down. Pocket. You can lift it off like I showed you. I added her because she's going to match this journal. This matches really well as well. I might add that. This actually goes really well as far as I'm concerned. And actually, so does that. Not on purpose. You saw me. I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened. Of course, a lot of this is my colors, so it wasn't real hard. And certainly Lydia from Raindrop Lila is making this journal very easy for me. Even my husband, who does not like my journals because he's not a real shabby chic person, when I showed him this last night, he said, I would buy that. Everything else he barely takes a look at, but he loved that. He said, you're becoming Grandma Moses. I said, wow. I'm not quite that age yet, but thank you. So that's it for today's video, folks. I hope that you enjoyed spending time with me. I sure as heck did love spending time with you. So until next time, my mess. Sorry. Get this all separated so you can see it. Isn't she beautiful? I'm just so happy with that. I just think it really came out very, very nice. And you can still see my spine, which I love. And yeah, so far so good. So there we go. I'll do another part tomorrow. And we'll likely finish her up. So until next time, be well, be safe, and God bless. And please continue to pray for my friend Carol Ann at CAJ Crafts. And also keep another friend of mine in your prayers. It's an unspoken prayer. But just know that I have another friend that needs some prayer for wisdom and some strength. Okay? Okay. Until tomorrow, be well, be safe, and God bless. See y'all. Bye-bye.